First things first, I am officially a 22-year-old woman. I turned 22 on Tuesday, which is why I didn't post the video. Actually, no, that's a lie. I didn't post the video because I slept my whole birthday. Usually my birthday tends to fall on midterms week. My birthdays haven't been that great the past few years, and this year was no exception. I had a lot of things due on Monday. On Tuesday I had a test, and then after I got home I just passed out and slept like a comatose woman for, I think it was like 14 hours. Happy birthday to me! Let's bring back the focus here. Today's video is going to be my September wrap-up video, and I'm just going to share the books that I have read this month and give you guys just a little blurb about what I thought of the books. And let me just say, I did so much better this month than I did last month. Granted, I did read all of these books in the beginning of September and not so much towards the middle endish of the month because I did have a lot of things to do for school. The first book that I read is The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I wanted to read it for the movie. I still haven't seen the movie. I was supposed to see the movie the day after the movie came out, but I didn't. But as for the book, I really enjoyed it. I will say for this, I found the beginning to be a tad bit slow. I think a lot of the slowness comes from the fact that you are seeing this world through Thomas's perspective, and Thomas has had his whole memory wiped out, and the people around him don't really know much about what is going on with their world in the maze either. So a lot of that slowness I feel like comes from the fact that everybody has amnesia and they just have no idea what's going on. But then after, when they start discovering things and the action kicks in, oh my god, does the action kick in. It is so awesome, and I just sped through the last half of this book because it was so good, and it is a fairly short read. I really do recommend reading this book if you guys are interested in watching the movie, or if you're just looking for a generally good book to read. I recommend this one. Next book is one that I don't intend to talk too much about, but it is Love, Rosie by Cecilia Ahern. You guys know I mentioned this a lot in the beginning of this month. I have a lot of feelings about this book. I do want to clarify something though, because I feel like in my previous videos I felt like maybe I was coming off as if I was bashing this book, and I just want to clear that up because this is not a bad book at all. I think it is absolutely clever in the writing because it is told through letters, emails, chats. I find it so amazing that an author can portray a complex story through untraditional mediums such as this, like with the emails and the letters, and I found it to be adorable. The only problem that I have with this is that it is so slow. If you are a fan of slow burn romances, I think this is the epitome of a slow romance book. It's a great book, but it just takes way too long for the characters to be together, okay? I like my characters to get together before the time they're 100. After that book, I felt like reading something a little bit more action-packed, so I went and I read Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. You guys know I absolutely loved it. I did do a review on this book, and I will link it right here on the book for you guys if you want to go check it out. I'm not going to talk too much about this, but I did absolutely love it. I love Selena. She's strong, she's independent, she's just awesome, and I want her to be my best friend. If you haven't read this for some reason, read it. It is so good. After that, for some reason, I felt like maybe calming down. I ended up picking up Anna and the French Kiss on a whim. You guys know I read the first half-ish of this book, and for some reason I just stopped reading it, even though I did absolutely love it. I finally picked it up and I finished it, and I absolutely love it. It is such a good, just romancy, feel-good young adult contemporary novel. If you are looking for something that makes you feel good and it makes you believe in humanity again and makes you raise your expectations of men even higher, then I recommend this book because it's really great. So after finishing Anna, I immediately had to pick up my copy of Lola and the Boy Next Door, which is the second book in this companion series. I don't think I enjoyed it quite as much as Anna. I did really like it though. It is so good, and I am dying to read Isla and the Happily Ever After. Lola, such a good book. Again, it is very cute, very adorable, like Anna and the French Kiss, and you do see Anna and Etienne in Lola, which I absolutely love because you can see how their lives have progressed after Paris. The last two books I read this month are graphic novels. I'm trying to get a little bit more into graphic novels. I do read a lot of manga, but I feel like that's a different genre altogether, even though they do use the same kind of comic book format. The first book is Fables. I liked it, but I don't think I'm going to continue the series. Because it is about fairy tale creatures, I thought that it was going to have a lot more fantasy involved. I feel like this is more of a crime/mystery graphic novel, and it doesn't really have any fantasy elements into it other than having some of the characters be fairy tale creatures. I did enjoy it. I thought it was good, but the genre isn't something that I'm particularly drawn to. So I don't think I'm going to continue reading this series. If crime solving and mystery is something that you enjoy, I think you might enjoy this. And then the last book I read this month is Anya's Ghost by Vera Broskol. I liked it, but I didn't love it. Now, I feel really bad saying this because I feel like so many people absolutely love this, and I didn't. There was just something that was missing for me. I feel like I should like it more, but for some reason it's just not clicking with me. I enjoyed it. It's not a favorite of mine, unfortunately. Those were all the books that I read this month. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. All of my social media will be linked down in the bottom bar, as well as all the links for all of these books and any other relevant links I mentioned. They will be in the bottom bar. They always are. So that is it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Bye guys! Well, today's video is going to be a haul video that I actually don't feel guilty about for once.